And welcome everyone. Yes, I apparently am interrupting a class, and Carter and oh, there they go. Everyone's leaving because school's out. School's out. School's out. I'm in the library of the university, and the students just left. And I'm going to change my view for a minute so I can tell you hi. I am Monster to Mermaid, and just when I started the music to begin the stream, my my nose just was like, "Oh, we itch. We're not gonna be happy." And it's like, stop it, stop it. So yeah, I'm still sort of dealing a little tiny bit with allergies, but I hope it'll be okay. So welcome everyone. Let me tell you what day it is. It is June 6th, 2026. And if you were watching on YouTube, yesterday's Twitch, it's within a couple days of June 6th. You can see yesterday's Twitch because we did some things and it was fun. And if you have a Twitch account, other than that, I'm going to show you right now some of the stuff that happened in the last day or two. And it is nighttime in the city and summer in the city. It's not summer here yet. When we have solstice on Earth, then I will probably change everyone's clothing here to be more summery, which means for now probably just doing the Asian clothing. Asian clothing is pretty summery and nice, and we could do that, go to Asian clothing for a while. Because I am a patron of Minecolonies team on Patreon, I have all sorts of different clothes, and you can see East Asian, Nordic, Undead, and all those clothes give me some variety, and I like to do them. I like to do the variety, but right now everyone's in medieval, which is sort of like the spring and fall weight of clothing. It's a little warm. Where I am right now on the east coast of the United States, it's been warm in the last couple of days. It's been kind of warm, and so these clothes kind of look kind of warm. But what if we did that? The only problem with doing the Asian style is that Asian is specific. Asian and the Athens are specific, and apparently both Asians and Athenic styles at one point did not consider that people came from all over the world and were in different colors, and so all the people are the same color, and so that's why I hesitate at this particular point to try it. For instance, I can show you for a minute because it's very easy to change back. I can show you that we'll lose all the diversity of it, and it's an odd sort of thing, but it's just one of those things that so everyone's going to change clothes, and as everyone changes clothes, everyone changes into Asian, and there we have. And I was hoping maybe they had adapted that, but it is not adapted. So everyone is the same, pretty much. Yep. And so the question is whether I want to do that or not. And it's one of these things that comes up for me all the time, is that if I don't like something, why don't I just design something? Because I'm not interested in that enough. I'm saying something about it, but I'm not interested enough to do the work, and I do mean the work that it would entail to make the correction that I'm talking about at this particular point. It's just a thing. We all have the things that we like to do, and I like to play this game. And the way it is now is one of the things. Okay, that is Nikolai actually, and up here this is Miriam, and Nikolai and Miriam are running the new climate-controlled greenhouse. I'm going to go to sleep because I want to see something about the climate-controlled greenhouse. That is the add-on. It's the gardener add-on of Trade Post for Minecolonies. And there goes Nikolai, bright and early in the morning. He's up and at it, and he's going to his farm. His farm shed, because his actual fields are the climate-controlled fields over here. And we're just going to look, and sure enough, so we have rice growing, and he is harvesting some already, and working on that field. And over here, this field is what? Soybeans. Ooh, soybeans, and we might have some soybeans already. Yes, this is soybeans. So we're just waiting for these fields to be. There was a thing yesterday where she was asking for cold stuff, and I want to see here for a minute. And this is what they were saying: make cooler, add, and they wanted me to select something. But I think it's okay. She's not asking for anything now. And I think that means that there was an update, and I think that means that she's not going to ask for something if the field doesn't demand it. So she was asking for cold stuff, even though I have 2 hot fields. And now she seems to be okay. So that's Miriam and Nikolai working on the new. So Nikolai, you remember, is our first farmer, and he wanted to work this new climate-controlled fields. He wanted to work these new fields. So the farmer who's taking his place, I think it's Salem. Did we put Salem here? Ooh, somebody's running. Let's see if we put Salem here. Yeah, these clothes are much lighter and much better for the time period. It's actually warm where I am, and so seeing everybody in cooler clothes and clothes that aren't so hot, is good for me. And it is Salem. So Salem took over Nikolai's fields, and we were talking about the fact that we also needed another farmer, and that would require bringing, see, we have fields back here. These are 2 new fields, and this field is going to grow broccoli. This is the Trade Post new foods for the climate-controlled warehouses, and spinach. Yes. So we're not growing any cabbage yet, and cabbage, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So we could do 1, 2, 3. We can do 1 more here, but we couldn't grow cabbage. So what I might, yeah, I would really need to put that field like right. So see how I have a field here? I would almost need to put that field right here in order to grow cabbage. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 4 for each. These are the smaller fields, so normally I only do 3 of the big fields for farmers. I know they can go up to 5. It just doesn't, I just don't want them to. So I do, I normally do 3 of these fields out here. You can see the big fields right here. I usually only give a farmer 3 of those. And in this instance, there are 3 of them up here, and there are 2 here, and they're 2 smaller fields. So I'm considering that 3. So if I give these farmers like 4 fields in this area, I think that'll be nice. So we're making ourselves super self-sufficient. If I can grow cabbage right here, I'm not sure that I can. Let me look at it's maple taiga. Good. Okay, maple taiga is absolutely cold, and so long as I'm in maple taiga, I can grow cold food. So let me get some things here. It's interesting how this has turned into a farming town. And for our next, I don't know if I talk a lot about the other cities that help or that trade with us or that send us supplies, sending supplies to Jalapari. Those other cities are, this is Aspen, those other cities used to be like Jalapari, where I was there, and they demanded help from other places. And so if you're on YouTube, you can actually see Arnarluk, which is where the magma is coming from. Arnarluk has magma fields in the glacial oceans, and that's where we're getting magma from. We're also getting it from Seabridge, and Seabridge, Arnarluk, Prasino, and Rosa Oru, all of those are Emni Island and Seabridge. All of those cities are on YouTube in my playlists, so you can actually see that those cities have the resources to send stuff to these cities. So let's do OG original. Let's get another little field. It's interesting that I'm using these fields a lot. These fancy little fields, and there's one right there. Let's see if I can set this here in a way where it's still in the maple area, but it doesn't. Let's turn there's the entrance right there, but it doesn't take away too much of the trees. So I've got this big, huge spruce there. I really don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. So the only other place that we could do it is to put one on the hill right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Grow cabbage in the shade. Okay, come up to here, bring this up and set it on the hillside here, and just have it that they come up here to do it. Let's put this in the ground, and let me see where the trees are. So we have a maple, and how far over this way can we go? We can go over to here, and that protects this tree. So that tree is protected. These trees are okay, and we're far enough back that we have maples. That's wild maple right there. And so this could sit here on this hill, and we would have to make some steps or something for them to come up and work on this field. So we're putting the field at this level, and I think I'm okay with doing that. And I'm putting the doorway, the entry, see right there? There's nothing there. It would probably be better to put it forward facing so that they could come over the top. Oop! Come over the top. Let's turn it for a second. Yeah, and put it that way. And then I could have them come from here. Make a path. Make some kind of path up. So I'll have to figure out what I want to do. Or is it easier to come to here? Let's turn it around and put the door here and have them come this way. Because then I can put in actual stair pieces right there. And I think I like that. Okay, so Josiah's not doing anything, I don't think. And if he is doing something, then he can do this afterwards. But we're going to assign this to Josiah, assign a builder. We're going to assign Josiah to come back here and build this when he has time, when he's done with his projects right now. And so we have 3 fields back there that belong to a farmer who's not here. So if we wanted, we could bring the farmers just in this time frame, just right now. We could bring the farmers up so that he has 4 fields already. And I don't think we're going to get that many farmers out of this. Because Kamari has, that's Ismail, and he has 4 fields. Kamari has 4? Let's see. She has 3. I don't think Ismail is doing any of these. Let me look at Ismail for a minute. I think all of Ismail's fields are in the back now. The carrots, the beets, the squash, yep, they're all in the back, so he's not doing any of these fields here. So that means that Salem and Kamari are dividing these fields up, but Kamari only has 1. She has 3 fields. She has 1, 2, 3. So if she has these 3 big fields, the tomato, the wheat, and the onions, let me see what she has. I don't think she does. I think that Salem has those fields. And she has the onion, the corn, the potatoes, the potatoes, and these are onions right here. And she doesn't have the durum. So that means he has the durum, the tomatoes, the wheat, and the garlic. And let's see if that's true. Yep. Okay. And yeah, it's going to pretty much be that most of them are going to have 4. These guys up here are pretty much set the way they are. Since Kamari has these big 3, fields over here, so she has this one, this one, this one. We could maybe give her this one and have him come down, but that still doesn't work. So I'm going to leave them the way they are, with Kamari having the fields that she has, and Salem taking over for Nikolai and having those fields, and Ismail doing 4 fields here, and us needing another farmer. And why don't I just upgrade this to a level 5? If I upgrade this building to a level 5, even if I don't do the chef, but upgrade the building to a level 5, I'd be able to build the farm on the back of it. It's a level 4 already. We have level 5 builders, and that would solve the problem. Let me see what it looks like. So that would mean more calcite, shingles, some glowberries. We should have those. Polished diorite, quartz, And the block of amethyst is probably maybe going to be a problem, but nothing else is. 77 calcite. Let's get Josiah to upgrade this. So now I'm going to go and see how many projects Josiah has. Uh-oh, it just started raining. Luana is the server here. It's nighttime. I'm going to go someplace and sleep because it just started raining. And I can't sleep in this house yet. We stopped work on this house at one point because we needed to do some other jobs. That's Josie, our druids there. Let's go in here. Whoa, let's really go in here right now. You're inside. I don't blame you. It's scary. That's Polly. Polly is the pet parrot. And apparently, she's searching for Cannon. Cannon lives here.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Polly. And she was probably trying to find Cannon. Hopefully you can get out of here. There's Cannon. Cannon can get her out. If necessary, I'll call her out. But because it was thunderstorming, I think that's why she was inside. Alright, so we're gonna go, let's go this way. We're gonna go to Josiah, and I should do something about that walkway, shouldn't I? I definitely should. It's a very used walkway. So let's come over here and see what Josiah, how many projects he has. So all he has is the field and the dining hall. Excellent. Excellent. So did he finish or did we take him off of it? Let's see what happened here. Let's see if this is a level 4. And she is still asking for it. Okay, so that does mean what Anyanka was suggesting, that in the biome settings, I have that done, but in the temperature, I need to add what would make it cool. And I think we're just going to do ice. Blue ice would make it last longer. But then how do you get blue ice? Let's look and see what blue ice entails for a minute. This is blue ice. Let's go here and look at it. Blue ice. Space. And blue ice is packed ice. And packed ice, I see the mechanic right there. And refrigerators. Packed ice is what? Is ice, baby. And packed ice can be made by the bartender, which is actually good. So I think we'll do packed ice. What, Nikolai? Oh, Alec, hi. Alec's one of the couriers. Let's come here and let's do this and let's do packed ice, 24. And we'll do that, select that. And then protected items, we're not protecting anything. And I don't think we need to. Yeah, I'm not going to protect it in the warehouse. So it'll just all come here. And so we have packed ice. And then in the humidity to make drier, we can do the dry sponges. Ooh. So that'll be how we use our dry sponges. Oh, that's excellent. So if we were going to do something, we would use the dry sponges for that. And we actually are going to do something. Not in this house, but I'm thinking of putting another house on so we can have chickpeas. We don't have chickpeas yet. And I think I want to be able to grow them. So we'll apply that. So what Anyanka was saying was that's the reason why she's complaining, because she doesn't have those assigned, even though she doesn't need them. She still needs for it to be assigned. So we'll do it like that. So see back here where we have this area and we have a doorway right there. I'm thinking that I'm going to add another, and if I do, Maisie can work on it. Maisie is working on this, and let me see. This is a level 3, so build options. Let's have Maisie continue to bring this up to a level 4. Everybody's up to a level 4 right now, and we'll bring this up. Josiah is going to bring the first dining hall up to a level 5, just so we can build that farm behind it. If I build the farm before the level 5, where I want to put the farm is within the grounds of the dining hall space, and they'll just keep, they'll delete it. So that's what I want to look at and be careful of. All right, so let's come here and let's see about gardener. I think it is greenhouse. Greenhouse is what it's called. Greenhouse gardener. And let's select. And what we want is the spruce field. We want the small field. Let's come here and look. Yeah, see, this is a tiny field. This is only a single field right here. So we already have a farmer, and so we don't need this. I don't know that we can, oh, that's an interesting thing. Can we run? Oh, that'll be curious to see. So let's put this down and see how many Miriam can run from this larger building here. If she can only run the single one that she has, and she can't see any other field, like for instance, she can't see this field, that might be curious. That might be curious. Because there's nothing in this field. This is just a field. But there's nothing here to control the field. But it is one of the climate controlled fields. And so I don't know, actually. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. So there's another green. So see, that's green piece right there. And I have, it says standalone. So I have a feeling that I have to have this in order to get that smaller field to work, which means I'd have to have 2 of these people, 2 climate controlled people. So if I'm going to have 2 climate controlled people, rather than putting any more, yeah, nah, I would prefer to grow the stuff outside. And he's already working on it, see? He's already working on this, and he's just waiting for some stone to come. And this stone right here that he's putting in here, we're going to have it underneath on this part right here. See where this is, all of this? I'm going to have it right to there, where that is. And then we can have stairs come up in here. We'll just have stone stairs or something come up in this area. And let's look at, I know, I'm just trying to see what I want to do. I only need one more. Whoops. I only need one more field for the summer stuff, the hot and humid. Oops. No, not you. You. And there we go. Violetta. Yay. Violetta is working on stuff. She's gotten some things done. That is good. I'll come up here and take that away, and they would just come up to here. but I think we're going to have to pull this back, this part right here back, so that we can put this back one so that they can come up to here, and that'll work. And will this grow in? I don't know, so let's put this here just for now and see, unless we wanted to put it in a stone. And then have this part here that's here be something else. Let's see what we want to do here, because we're going to have to bring this in. And if we just put stairs here, that would solve that problem, wouldn't it? That would indeed. Fancy field is done. It is done, and we just saw what he wanted to do, how he wanted to get down off of the field. So I think we definitely need to have this come away, these flowers come away right here, and put in walk so that they'll come this way and come down to here. So stairs, let's do stone, like they carved the stairs out of this stone here. And we'll do this. We can either do this or slab. And I'm always slab. I'm always, yeah, I get sort of stone mouth lazy. Let's put this here. So see, it's in this indentation right here. This goes up to here. We'd have to have this come back to that, and then this would be here. So do we want, I think I do want that, and then we'd still need another. This is what usually happens with this. So we can put this underneath and then put this here, and then they're right to here. And this here can come down from here, and I might take away a little bit more of this corner. Take this corner back a little more, just to give them a little more room right in this spot right here. So let's take the whole corner back like this. Let's see what grows out. If that grows out, we'll just fix it. Do we want this to come down? Could have this come, ow. Could have that come to there. And there we have it. Okay, so let's X these. Yes. Let's move that. Let's put this back in. He's done working on it, so we can put those back into the corners. They just take it out because that's supposed to be sitting up. And so we'll just take these pieces out. And if we want some light up here, we're going to have a lantern. And we could have a lantern on the post right here. Let's do a lantern on a post right here. Let's bring it up one more. And put a lantern right here. And where is it? Where's my lantern? There it is. And so put in the lantern right here. Yep. Turn this and turn this. And there we are. And this field is going to be, oh, that was close. Oh, look at that. Since when? Since when does the scarecrow hold a lantern? Oh, that's excellent. Okay, well, you know what that means. That means that we're taking all of the, we don't have any here. I can take this away and give the scarecrow the lantern. Interesting. And it took it too. I should get some from the warehouse. Whoa, did you see that? That is revolutionary. Now some of these already have light, but having a lantern above would be really fun in all of these fields. Oh, that would be excellent. That would be excellent. Now these are over top of water supplies, if I'm not mistaken. Sure enough. So these are trapdoors over water supplies here. 4. So that's 4 different, so that's 4 lanterns I just got. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they built these. So that's 4 lanterns. So let's give the lantern to this. And there we go. I so love that. I don't know how long that's been available, but this is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. What a wonderful thing to find. And 4. So there's those 4. And then I can take the lanterns from here. Take these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now did I get those lanterns from the places that they were? And if I want to, I might bring those up and put them on posts if I'm going to have them. But let me look in my backpack and see if I got the lanterns. I sure did. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4. And so those will have to go back into, let's do this first. Let's bring those 4 and put them here because I used those. And then let's come here and take these down. Why do I have so many? Where did I get the other ones from? I don't know now. But we'll put one here. This is so fun. So if I want there to be light on these corners, I would want to bring these up and have them have the copper poles like those. I could do a copper pole here. Notice I didn't get the lanterns in the right place. So let's come here and let's take this away. And let's do street light. Do a street light here, and we'll put it on there. And there we have it. There's one there. And do I want one in this location here? Do I need one now that I have that? 1 and 2. Okay. I don't think I care anymore. Let's put one here. There we go. That is so cool. That is just so cool. I had no idea, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, this is the level 4, and Josiah is going to work on the level 5. So I don't want to do anything to this lighting because that's actually a part of this dining hall. And then when we're done, I want to see if this fountains are so strange. And I want to try and see what I can do about these. Let me see what we've got here. Now these don't have the extra light on them. Let's put the extra light here. There's that one. We can take this light off and put it here. And put the light here. Let's see if I run out. Here. Here. Look at all these beautiful lights. And here so far. And so I'm short 1 lantern. Do I have any more on me? Nope, I'm done. So I'll have to get another lantern. Oh, look at this. Let's take this lantern down. That was when I was trying to see it before it was built. And let's put this one right here, and there we have it. So there's the fields, including the one at the top here. And I just have this because there are stairs here, so, but I think I might want it in a different location. So let's take that away for a sec. Let's take this down for a moment, and let's put it at this corner here, because we're really trying to light the stairway as well as the entrance. 1, 2, 3, and we can have it come down right here like this, and that'll actually help with them seeing this stair and getting over to here, and I like that. And that part is fine for now. Why is this here? Let's put that in. I don't want them trying to get up the hill here. Let's bring this down around this tree just a little tiny bit. How far up is this going? Let's bring this back and give the tree a little bit more room around it. And we have this look. So now we can put that there for that tree, and we're good. I know I'm trimming. I know I'm trimming the tree. Okay. All right, and then we have this one over here. Okay, so now this one is growing. This one is growing eggplant. And this very last one up here is going to grow cabbage. Take a seed and it's growing cabbage. So now we have all of them. So we have broccoli, we have squash, cabbage, and we're growing Minecolonies cabbage. This is Farmer's Delight cabbage. We have beets, carrot, eggplant, garlic. We're not growing melons. We have onion, potatoes. We're not growing pumpkins. Actually, we can grow melons and pumpkins. It's melon time, so we can change the fields that are growing pumpkins and grow melons for the beginning of the summer, and then grow pumpkins later. And I think that's a good idea. And so we're going to switch out. We're going to switch out the, let me get some of these things to go away that we used. We're putting them back. Let's put a lantern here. Let's see how much stuff I have here. Let's take these down. And let's come to backpack for a second. Let's put this back, put that in, and we don't have any of this. Look how much stuff I've got up here. Look at all this stuff. Okay, so we don't have a place for this, so that means we're not holding on to that stone. So we'll put that back. So what was I just talking about? That he's going to start working, Josiah's going to start working on this. And that is Josiah. And he is working on it. And so he's working on this area here. Kamari's going to have lunch. Look at that, she's sitting to have lunch. And some others are probably going to sit inside and eat. Yep. Who's that? That is Brendan, who is going in to eat there. And Kamari is sitting, wants to sit outside in the sun and look at the sunflowers. That's what she wants to do.
Good to see you.
What's happening? Your food is too raw. Since when? Since when have you started having food is too raw problems? Interesting. Let's take this stuff off of her. And that means that the other one inside is a farmer, and his food is too raw too, or their food. And it is Brendan. And what do you have on you that's too raw? Let's look. Ah, you have real food on you that's too raw. Yeah, you shouldn't be carrying the meat around. So let's take these things. We're going to put them in their places. So Kamari's we can put in here and have it be picked up. So let's put this here, this, and this, and then the pork can be picked up from the farm right here. And what are you doing? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, huh? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me quickly get this one. That's what I thought you were going to do. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Calm down. Come on, come on, come on. Come on down. Come on in. Okay, close the door. So yeah. So let's do that and let's close the door. And we still have cows. So now all the cows are in here and they can't go anywhere. So let me open this for a second, close this, and let's open this one so that they can all get out. There we go. And this one here. Let's bring this one down and get this one out. Come on, and you, wait. Move. Move, you're in the way. There we go. And let's get you and bring you out here. Okay, so now I've got you two. Yeah, sometimes you just have to do this stuff. You do have to do it. Okay, so that takes care of that, and that, and that. And I'm fine with taking care of that from time to time. Okay, and there's our chickens. This is all level 4s in this area, and this is where we were talking about putting in road. Right in this section right here. I know that Josiah's working on his building. Oh yeah, remember that over there? I know that Daisy is working on hers. I don't know what to do about this. Maybe I'll ask first. But I know what's going to happen. There's only 2 fields listed. If I put a 3rd field down, I'm going to ask first. If I put a 3rd field down, I can actually ask. I'm going to be on long enough that I can get an answer. Hi. So let me see for a second. Let's go to Discord for just a minute and ask about Ask in Trade Post in Greenhouse. And let's come here and let's look at this and say, let's do a new post. Okay, so I'm asking that question. So we'll leave it and we'll see. We'll come back in a little bit. we'll see what happens when we'll come back and look in a little bit and see what happens with that. So let's come here. So let's hex this for now, and we'll continue finding. Oh, I'm still holding it, aren't I? I'm still holding fresh food. Let me put it in the stash box over here, and it'll go to the fridge faster. I'm going to put it in the marketplace stash box just for now. And see, what am I looking at? These are visitors. When I said what am I looking at, I was referring to the notifications. And I'm looking at visitors. So, including Miss Anika. Look at this. Skin in the game. Look at skin in the game. Miss Anika. This is when you're a patron of Patreon, of Minecolonies team on Patreon. And one of the perks is your skin visiting everyone's game. Bring me in and your commons rise fast without crowns. Hands work lighter, songs get louder, people feel free. I always love when Miss Anika comes to visit. It's so wonderful. And because she is just a spirit after my own heart. And I love it. And so, so I was supposed to be dropping off, and did I do it? Or did I get interrupted by seeing her? Nope, I did do it. Do I have something here? Did I order? I ordered cocoa beans, but I don't think I need them. I'm going to put this back in here. I'm almost positive that I have done the research for that already. As a matter of fact, yeah, so we do want to do chickpeas. We do need 64 wool and 16 terracotta though. So let's get that. Let's request that for research. Inventory, no, research. Wool, 64 white wool. So we'll request that. And then let's request terracotta. Terracotta, and we just need 16 terracotta, and we'll request that. And the brickmaker will, there we go. So clay will be made, and then that'll be smelted, or that'll be fired into terracotta. Okay. So do I have I do have a lantern in my hand. So we were looking at remember Wade's not doing anything. Wade got tired of doing what he was doing. He didn't want to do anything. I'm not sure why. Because we haven't changed anything in this place. So it's not like I altered something and so now it's not working. Nothing's been done in here. This is a Littleton level 5 that something's happening. So we're having him do research for now. All of these are level 4 housing in this area. Between Wade and McKenna, everything in this area is level 4. These markets are level 2 and 3. They're not going up. That's the equivalent of a level 5. And so we don't need the markets to go up higher. The Stumelier is a part of the chef, the Minecolonies chef. The Stumelier is a part of that, and they are down here. And this is all level 4. So Mia likes having her pot in this special location here. We might do something about that location. Give her some other stuff. You can see the stew sitting there. It's wonderful. Probably smells good. And look at this. We are selling flowers on this side, but Eli is not selling anything right now. So we'll check and see if there's something we want Eli to sell. This is bakery, but we don't have anyone to work this bakery. And I don't think any of the kids who haven't graduated yet want to work the bakery. Let's look and see. Carter is the head librarian for the university. Carter is one of the first four, and that is what he does. Tatiana is the combat nurse who is the backup for Pedro, the doctor. So if something happens to Pedro, Tatiana is there. So she's teaching at the university extension at the town hall in that library. Amari is one of the kids. There's a 10 and 6, an 8 and 11. That means she doesn't want to. 9 and 15, he doesn't want to. Cohen's a bartender. Veronica doesn't want to. And Wade is studying, and Estella is the teacher. And Nia. So no one wants to be a baker. The closest one who wants to be a baker would be Amari. We could have Amari come in and do that. Let's look at athletics. See, she has athletics, and she might be a farmer. So let me look for a second at the skill set for a second, because we still need another farmer. We need plenty of archers, agility and adaptability. She has adaptability, but she doesn't have the agility, adaptability, and knowledge. She doesn't have enough knowledge to run a dining hall and guest services. She's not interested in that. Horticulturalist. We have one. If we need another one, that's creativity and knowledge, and she's not interested in that. Knowledge, creativity. She might be interested in that. She's definitely not interested in being a baker enough. We don't need a scout right now. We're not going to need a scout. I think that Miriam is going to be where she's going to be. And the farmer, that's what I'm looking for. Stamina, nope. Stamina 13. And athletics, nope. Looking at Amari. Athletics and stamina is 5. Okay, so yeah, so we're almost ready to have another set of kids. And I'm going to look at the ones who are studying and see how far their education is going, and whether we're going to have them start their jobs. Which will enable us to get a new set of children and possibly get some of the other things filled. So let's come up here to the main library, and let's look at the kids that are still here. So Amari is one of them. She's at 27. Riela's at 29. I believe that they are going to go up to 30. 28. I would like them to. We've always considered 30 them getting their degree. We could at this point, since these are only level 4s and not level 5s, they did not come from level 5 housing. We could have them do on-the-job training the way we did the level 3s that we had. And we could do that. And if we did, what would that mean? That would mean that, let's look at the jobs. Let's look at the people. That would mean that Salem has already started as a farmer. He is now a farmer. So on the Akasha records, we can take away the possible. Veronica needs to go to archery school. And Nia still doesn't know. I don't think Nia has chosen anything yet. She's at least happier in her studies. Now that is really interesting. She was not studying well with Carter, but she is studying very well with Tatiana. And so she's in a different library, and that has got her studying and that's actually really good. But she hasn't chosen anything yet. Amari is guest services, and I'm really glad that we didn't do that. We could get her and Cohen to get her started on guest services. Let's see where she's at as far as she's at 27. I think I like that. And Jameson's not here. That means that Jameson has become a courier already. No, there he is. We could have Jameson go and be a courier, and Briella go and run the dining hall. And that would just leave Nia. I think we might want to do that. I think that's what we want to do. Okay, so when we do that, we have to find them housing. And that's the thing, because right now they're in the dormitory, living in the dorms, and we need them to move into housing close to where they're working. So we're going to start with Briella. She's going to take over this dining hall right here. So here's the thing. Is she going to take over this dining hall, or is Wesson going to come back? Wesson has not made, he raised a kid with Estella. Estella and Wesson are living together again. They raised Emery, who became a chef. I guess I'll leave him there and let her come in and start this new start here. So this is Briella, and you can see that she lives 103 away, so she's too far away to commute, and she's got plenty of food. Is she serving pork chops? She is. She's serving meat by itself, and I think we're going to begin to take this off of take the cooked pork chops and the cooked mutton off the list and begin to sell more foods that have that use pork chops and things like that. And so let me check for a second. There's actually fried chicken. Whose food is that's on the list? Garlic cheesy grits. Oh my gosh. Yum. That would be a fun thing to do with corn and mashed potatoes. Wow. Look at all this new food.
That's a darn good brekkie, mate.
Yeah, it was, huh? Look at all these different foods. And there it is. There's coleslaw. And coleslaw is one of the ones I'm really glad to see. This is really nice. I think we're going to take this off. Let's see how much cooked meat we have here. We have raw, and I don't want her to cook anymore. And she's got yogurt. She's got plenty of ravioli. And the tortillas, I think I'm going to take them off the list. She was serving them with meat, but I think we don't need to serve tortillas anymore. I would rather that she served tacos. I think tacos are made with tortillas. Yes? Let's look and see. She can serve tacos now, and we could have her serve those as a lunch food. She's got yogurt. She's serving plain yogurt, not yogurt with berries. No one's serving any pizza yet. I'm going to have to work out the menus for the different ones. Let me come to Emery. Emery is over here, and she is the new chef in this area. And let's look and see some of the things on her list for a second. Hi, Emery. Okay, and let's look at minimum. Nope. Nope. Yes. So we're looking for tacos. And there they are. And sure enough, they're made with tortillas, and that's what we want her to make. So we're going to put tacos on the list. Crafting, if they're not already there. We're not having potato soup. I would do mashed potatoes, but not potato soup. There's the tacos. And there they are. And they are on the list. Okay, and the pork dish is on the list too. So schnitzel is really what should be being made. For, let me see if we got our things. And we did. So let's put this here. And let's go to the stash box and let's put these things in the stash box, and they can go in a different way too. The flower shop is selling. There's another skin in the game right here. Mubian. Oh my gosh. Wow. So this is Mubian, just a simple bloke from the deep south looking for somewhere to build. And he wants 15 block. This is skin in the game also. Mubian is one of the style designers. And an excellent style designer. And it's nice to see him visiting. And I hope he approves of what we've done in this town as he looks around. Okay, and so we have Briella, and now we need some place for Briella to live. So in this area, this is Jack and McKenna living here, and we moved someone in here. No, we didn't. So Briella could be here. It's still kind of far for her. Let's see if we can get her on the other side and move someone else in here. Let's see who's here. This is Brooke, the stonemason, living by herself. We could have her and Briella share a place for right now, and that will at least make sure that she has a place to live. And so she can share with Brooke the stonemason for the time being. Let's come here and let's look and see who we have. This is Wade living here. And I don't think anyone in this area can move in. Tatiana could move in. Or Nia could move in. So Wade, an interesting thing has happened. So Wade has fallen for Nia, and even though he is, he's not so much a professor, he is a lecturer. He's actually a builder, and he is doing research, and Nia is one of the students. Tatiana is the professor at the university, and Wade apparently is enamored, and so let's move her here. I don't know what this means. I don't know whether I should, because that might lock her into working at the library, but she doesn't seem to have anything else that she's interested in at the moment. So we'll see about that. We'll put her here. And let's come across and let's see who's here. And over here is Tatiana with Tobias. So Tatiana and Tobias are living together. So when I need parents for the next group of kids, some of these couples and some of these people living together, are going to be. So Eli and Emery are living together. Very nice. And so there we have it. These are our people right now, and no one lives here. So we'll see what that means. I don't have anyone. Do I actually not have anyone to live? If I have university students who want to live close to the extension, in other words, they want to study at the Town Hall University library, we could do that. And we'll see. This is Mubian right here. And you can see that the members of the trade post group did not change clothes with the others, with the rest of the town, which is interesting that they're not directly connected. That's a curious thing to look at. That's a curious thing to mention when if I was to talk to them, that when styles of clothing changed, that their people didn't change. And what they're probably going to say is they don't have any art for those people. No art was made because these are new hut blocks with new workers. So the only art that's available is the art that was made specifically for them as the new workers. But that is very curious. So what's interesting is Miriam must be under the same guise as a farmer, because she is changed even though she's a new worker. I'm looking at this sidewalk here and trying to decide if I want to put fence, have the fence come, have this part come out. I think I might do that. So if you're wondering what I'm looking at, let's come here. So I've got a double set of fence here. So what I think I'm going to do, let's take this part away. Let's take this right here away, right to here. And let's put in this. No. Add something in my hand. Let's put that there. And then have this piece right here come to here. This is sidewalk. This is not the sidewalk. This is where this is. And then have this come to here to protect the yard. So people who are walking from here to here. And let's change this to, oh, I don't have to change that part. That part is still correct. And across the street and sidewalk on this side. We don't need to have the sidewalk there. We'll see what happens when this comes up, because that's what this is. This is sidewalk right here, and we don't really have any walking in this area. So I think I'm going to remove this part of the sidewalk right to here. They can walk to the greenhouse using this sidewalk, and that'll be fine. And then this is stone. Let's put a stone piece in this corner area here. These are partials in this part. We're just mixing up some of the sidewalk. Okay, everyone is tucked in. I'm going to take these pieces and put them away. I'm going to go to the university and start some research. And let's hold the lantern. Why don't we go to Dar? He's in the extension. And nobody's awake right now. It's turning out really nice. This is the library, the arcology library added on to the end of this university piece, and it's all going to be made out of acacia, and I think that's andesite. Yeah, andesite. When this is a level 5. This is a 4 so far. And let's come in here. Why don't we close the door? I mean, obviously there are, but I think it's late enough at night and everyone's asleep that I'm just going to change right here into Little Mermaid. And there we go. And then when I look at this, I'm not going to affect it. So it's not in economic, it's actually in technology. In technology, we can now have, and let's come here for a second. There we go. There. In technology, we can now have in the biodegradable area, we now have Nature's Master, which unlocks the greenhouse. And then we have basic insulation and advanced insulation. We have a level 3 greenhouse, so we can do this research. So we're going to have them work on the research. Now, it doesn't matter how many universities you have. It doesn't make the research faster, or it doesn't give you more people doing research. The research counts. So if I have 1 of 4 research here, I'm almost positive that if I go across to the other university building, unless something's changed, if I go across to the other university building, I should see the 1 of 4 there as well. So in Hayden's office, so we were just in Dar's office. Dar's the assistant dean, and in Hayden's area, and sure enough, so there it is. So that's how you know. So it doesn't matter how many buildings you have, and this is the reason why we have a second building, because this is kind of tiny, this university. And so we wanted to have a second building the way schools do, universities do, and I like doing that. So we have now done that research, and so we can cross that off. And so now we just need cakes and cookies, and that's the next thing that we really want to work on, cakes and cookies. And I think I'm going to go down and request and see how far we get with getting the cookies that we need and the cakes that we need from Gilbert. Get them delivered to the stash box. To the post box, not the stash. They don't deliver to stash. Post box. So cakes. And we need 9 cakes for this one to get a festival to come. And then let's look at, excellent, let's look at cookies. And we want chocolate chip cookies, and we want 64. Actually, we want 128. So that's 264s. And so there's the deliveries going. We can see that all sorts of stuff is going to be done. The planter, who's Sutton, is going to make sugar from honey. We're using honey sugar and leaving the cane to make paper. And then we're going to get wheat, and we're getting wheat for the cookies. They're using Minecraft wheat, not Durham wheat, for cookies, and also probably for the cake batter too. And so lots of milk that we need, and eggs, and sugar, and chocolate. So there's cocoa beans being requested as well and delivered, and we're good to go. I think that's going to make us good to go there. So it is getting close to when it's time to wake up. I'm going to quickly rush into a house right here. I know there's extra beds upstairs here, and sure enough, no one's using this bed. Well, no one lives here, so I'm going to use this bed for a moment. And Maisie completed the farm on the southeast side. Yay, Maisie. So that means that Nikolai's farm that he's using. Hi, Cade. Interesting. So that means that the farm, let me check for a second while I go around. Do we have anything here that we want? We have plenty of animals, so we don't need leather, we don't need feathers, we don't need clay yet. We apparently are in a clay-rich area, and we're getting lots of clay.
What's its name?
I'm not going to buy buckets. We have enough iron that we don't need to buy buckets. Gold nugget. I don't think so. Now the red mushrooms, however, I am going to buy that. 28 red mushrooms for that price. That seems like a really good price. So we will buy those, and let me put them in the stash box, and then we'll go see what's going on with Maisie. So we know that Wade is doing research. Hi, Tatiana. Hi, Tatiana. You look very sweet. And so let's go. Let's see what McKenna is working on. McKenna was supposed to be working on couriers, and she might be finished. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This is the level 4 Town Hall Old English style, where I have done nothing. This is the way Anyanka designed it, and it's really quite beautiful. Sure enough, McKenna is not doing a thing. So we're going to get McKenna to continue working on the couriers and bringing them all up to level 5, because the warehouse is a level 5. So they can be brought up to level 5. We're not ready to bring everyone up yet. We're trying to get all of the housing up to level 4 first, and then we'll do something about the others. So let's come here and see. So this is a level 5. Remington is here. Trenton is here. And this is a level 5, and no one's here yet. Now remember, we were going to bring someone here. We were going to bring Jameson here. Jameson is now up to a 28, and we're going to hire Jameson here. Jameson was raised by Cash and Zoe. So his mom, the mother that he knows here because he was fostered, is working here. And so she's going to help him get acclimated. Let's get his name up here. So we'll bring this down to here and put Jameson. And there we go. And so Jameson needs keys to the warehouse. So we'll come here and add him. So we now have 9 couriers, adding Jameson, and Jameson can actually live upstairs for now. We'll have him join the guys up here. There's enough room for him, and this will make it easy for him right now. His mother lives, although we could have him, oh, that's an interesting thing. Nah, I think we're gonna have him live with his parents. So let's go back down. His parents are close. Zoe lives right across here, and we're going to go over to where Zoe and Cash live. So Zoe and Cash live here. And there's Cash. waiting there. And let's add Jameson. Jameson's going to live with them again. And he's okay with doing that. If I can find him. Wait. I thought I didn't put him in the... Wow, that was interesting, wasn't it? 65. But that's okay. We maybe could move him someplace else in the building so that he didn't have as much of a commute, but we'll see. He wants to live with his parents for a while since he's back over here. He has keys, and that's fine. Did you see Cash? Cash doesn't have anything to do. Sure enough, he does not. So McKenna and Cash both need something. Let's have Cash do some things here. Let me see what this is. This is a level 3. So the build options builder is Cash. He's going to upgrade this house to a level 4. This house is already, that's a level 4. That house is, I think, a level 4, but let me look and see if the house is. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Alec, Kishore, and Lucas are all here. Interesting. So I might need some more housing. But one of the things about the more housing is I wanted to put an apartment building at the end of this block, and that would help with some housing. But all the houses have to be level 5 before I can do that. And then Marcos. Hi, Marcos. So that took care of Jameson. That's what we were doing. So let me go back for a second. Briella, we have Briella being where she needs to be. I'm going to close that. Let them open and close it back. So we can check on Briella right here. And see how she's doing, and she's fine. She's doing just fine and seems to be okay. Everyone's getting fed. There's Mia coming in, and Mia just getting soup to some of the people in here. So, and here comes Jakari, and he's making a delivery for her. And that's good. So she's getting some food that's on her list, and that is good. So Briella's doing fine. Jameson's fine. And Veronica, let's move Veronica. We can move her pretty quickly. So if Veronica starts studying archery, which she is, we'll look at her numbers again and see if this is a good match still. Here's Jessica. And let's come here and let's look at Veronica. And absolutely, the agility is there. The mana and focus is the reason why she has druid capability. We don't have a lot of druids who are just druids. Most of them are going to be archers. This is the only place where she can build up her adaptability, as we can tell from Jessica and from Malachi. So Veronica is going to come here and do that. So she is now studying. She is an archer trainee, and we'll put that on the Akasha records. Archer trainee. I suppose we could put Squire. Squire Archer. And that just leaves, and Jameson became a courier, a full-fledged courier, which is making Zoe happy, I'm very sure. And Briella has become the owner of the dining hall. or she runs the dining hall. We should say runs the town hall dining hall. And Briella had some druid tendencies too, but that'll make her fine as far as cooking. And that just leaves Nia, who hasn't decided, and Amari, who's going to do guest services. So if we try and do the guest services with Amari, I don't want to do them yet until... I'm not going to do them yet until we have the next set of kids, because that'll be too many people off from work. And even though I just put Veronica here and Malachi and Jessica here in this level 4, in the barracks they won't get kids. Veronica is a kid, so she doesn't want to start having a family just yet. So we're not going to have them be off duty because we now have room. We can now do 6 more people. So I think that I want to do that. The other thing that I haven't really shown a lot of is the warehouse add-on. And the warehouse add-on is interesting. This is Sunset. So I'm going to show the warehouse add-on for a moment. That the warehouse now works like the university works, and like there's something else that works like this. But what happens is if it's in the warehouse, instead of having to go and pull everything with the workshop, you can actually put the things that you need here, and then you can decide what you're going to get. And so I think that's really cool. You can pick an open request or drag a JEI recipe and do things like that. As an example, what could we do as an example? Let's look and see what I've got on the list. Kenya, the list. Let's come here and let's look. And so somehow he's run out of his saplings, and this is very curious that he is not getting enough saplings to support. We know that Kishore is always running out of ore. Let's go here for a second. Quartz stairs. Interesting. Okay, so for quartz stairs, let's see how much quartz we have, and if that's the reason why he hasn't gotten them. And it is. We don't have any quartz left. So we're going to have to order, although we have 1,200. So here's a perfect example. So if we wanted to get quartz block, so let's come here, let's go back, and let's go to here. If I wanted to make the quartz block, I could go to the JEI here and do quartz. And I'm just doing this for fun. Block of quartz, and there it is. And that is the recipe right there for a block of quartz. So how do and I forgot how this works. Select recipe based on colony requests. So let's come here and oops, let's do that again, based on colony requests. And there is select. And so we don't have these. And we definitely don't want to make it out of chiseled quartz block. So let's see if I can select this. This is the thing that I don't have. So we're just working it out right now. So if I see the recipe here, let's cancel this. So let's clear. So if I want, no recipe selected, request, no request selected, pick an open request, drag a JEI recipe, or shift click a JEI item to begin. That's a good one. Shift click, and there it is. So we have plenty, and there we can see. So how much do we want to make? The output is search and output, and craft to the warehouse, and craft 6. So we need how many chairs? Let's see how many chairs we need, because in order to make them 1 to 6 quart stairs. So if you make them in through the cutter, I would only need 6 pieces of quartz. So I think I might just go ahead and do that. So let's come back here and now shift click onto this, and so we can see that, and we want to make the number, we're going to craft 6 of them. 6, craft all. Craft the selected items as many times as specified be above. So I think I crafted it. And let me see if there's an indication. It doesn't go to here. So if I want to see if I did it, I'd have to go to here and look for quartz again. And now I have blocks of quartz. So now let's go back. I don't think that I can do the cutter. I don't think that I can do the cutter. I think I can only do, but let's find out. If I do it this way, then I need way more pieces. If I do it this way. And let's make that go away. And let's shift onto here. But it's saying there's enough. It's actually saying there's enough, and we would get 4. So let's craft all. So now we don't have enough to craft anymore. So let's come here and do one more set of this. So I think we crafted 6. 6, craft all. So I'm just doing it just to show you what the workshop does. So if you had something that you wanted to craft yourself, like I'm just showing, because I think this is actually really cool that you can do this. And so now we have those. So now if we shift click here, and sure enough, it's showing that we have those, but the number is not right. So we can make it craft all. And I think we just did. And so now see how many stairs we have. So let's come here and look at the quartz. And we have 4. We didn't get the others. So let's try that again. We do have 6 blocks here. So let's come, I think you have to get out and get back in maybe in order to do it a second one. But that's okay. Craft all. And there we are. So now we know we have 8 stairs here. Craft quartz. And sure enough. Dun, da, da, da. So that's how it works. And I think that's actually quite cool. And in the beginning, when we were crafting more, That would have been very useful. And so I like that as a part of the warehouse. And it works right from the beginning. Once you do the research, I think it's research, or I think it's just put in with the mod, with the add-on. I don't think there was any research for it. I could check and see. We could look at Discord and see what it says for a second. Why don't we do that? It's morning. People are going to start running all around here, and we'll watch them because couriers are going to get out of bed and start running all around. Let's go to Discord. Just for a second and see if, and here we go. The gardener will manage one field per hut level. That's why there are extra freestanding greenhouses for you to build outside the main. Excellent. So per hut level. Yay! So we have 4. So that means that the gardener will do 4, and that's perfect. So that was Anyanka answering that question, and that is wonderful. So let me go to the support for the warehouse for a second. Let's look at the warehouse itself. Whoops, wait, I didn't do right. Dudley do right. There we are. So yeah, it just starts working. It supports standard 3x3 and domum. So it does support the domum. I just didn't figure out how to do it. You can craft once or craft as many of your available as you can. And I just didn't figure out how to do the domum part. Excellent, excellent. So that's cool. And that was wonderful to get an answer from Anyanka in regards to the greenhouse, which is working just like a farm, where you can add more per levels.
Hello
and
there.
So, hi, how are you?
Yes.
Juliana. This is what Juliana looks like in her summer clothes. And we're going to go for right now over to, there is a house. It's now, I think, is still Nikolai's house. I think Nikolai moved in to the other house. Salem is not living. Yeah, Salem's living with his parents. And let's come downstairs here. We're going to change. And look what this is. This is only a level 3. So this is another that McKenna could be working on this house, and I think I'll have her. But we were supposed to check, and I got interrupted. We were supposed to check and see what McKenna's doing with, I'm turning back into a full mermaid, and we'll do that. So before I do anything, this is only a level 3, and we could have Maisie work on it because she's right there. So build options, the builder is going to be Maisie. Upgrade the building, we'll have Maisie work on it. McKenna is supposed to be working on couriers, and we're not finished yet. And so I'm going back here and see what McKenna can work on in the warehouse. She's working on the courier shops themselves. And so we'll come in here. We were looking at Remington, Trenton, and Jameson. And here, this is a level 4, not a level 5. So we'll have McKenna bring this up. I'm going to cough, hold on. I'm having a drink of juice. Upgrade the building. So she's going to upgrade this courier. And then here, this courier is only level 3. So McKenna's going to work on this one also. Upgrade it. to the level 4 and that one to a level 5. And we're going to have one spare. And this spare right here, we're actually going to put as Gregory. Gregory's building when he comes over to the warehouse. He has his own offices at the Riverport. And that's why there's going to be an empty courier here. And Gregory's going to use the empty office. Let's go upstairs and see if everyone upstairs is a 5. And this is Cade, Jakari, Zoe, and Vienna are all here. And let's see, and this one belongs to Alec. So we can push out. And so she is done upstairs. So she'll be done in a little bit with all of the work that she's doing in the warehouse. And this is Alec, A-L-E-C, and he is now in this building. Let me make sure I spelled his name properly. And so these are all the couriers who are upstairs. That's Josie checking on Alec's office. That is everybody right now. Dun, 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 dun. So we have 9. We need one more courier. And now we're going to go down and check. We could check on what Josiah is doing. I'm not sure yet. And I want to. If I see red, I'll check. But I don't. Oh, good. So he is working on the... Yeah, he's working on the dining hall. Oh, hi. And let's look. He's just waiting. Speaking of block of quartz, and the quartz stairs were for him. And block of quartz, of course, Brooke can make. We were just showing off. He already has his amethyst, and he needs a bunch of torches. And so all of that he's going to get. I'm going to cough. See, we have little baby pigs. And this is all the farm in this area, including the pet shop. Cannon's pet shop here is a part of the farm district. Right here, and this is Cannon.
Hi.
In his spring clothes and summer clothes, actually. And let's look here and look at the pets, and let's recall. And there's the 2 of them. I hadn't seen Rudewolf. I'd seen her, but I hadn't seen Rudewolf. So there they go. Rudewolf is headed, and there he is. He's inside, and he's working. And so things are good here. We have our fishers. That's Madeline. And on the other side is Dennis. He's on the other side. Let's do something here for a second. And then I will check.
Great.
Look at the shadow. Look at that. The sun is setting. Isn't that cool? The sun is setting. Wow. So I'll do 2 things. And I think I'm going to have fun doing this. I'm going to put in the other field right here. And this is what Maisie's going to work on after she works on this house. So she's working on this house right now. And when she's done working on it, it will be a level 4. And I think these are level 3s up here. I think they are. They sure are. So let's do a build here, and let's have Maisie. Actually, let's not. We'll save this for McKenna to do. So I won't start her doing anything. I'd like her to work on the greenhouse, unless Josiah gets done with this first. And if he does get done with this first, see that border that's going around there? That's part of the new thing that he's doing. And this little piece right here, which Antique has, this little area there for the Greek. So he's working on that. When he's done, I want him to put up this farm. So that's what he's going to be working on. And so she absolutely is going to put up the new greenhouse. And so now we can come here like we wanted to. And we can come here. And let us go ahead, and you can see where the border is. So we have plenty of room. And we're talking about putting in another house right here. We only need one more in this area for chickpeas. So these are all hot. These two are hot and humid, and the chickpeas is hot and dry. And so we're going to add it right to here. So if I stand here for a second, yeah, nah. Well, I could move that away so I could see what I'm doing, but let's get this. This is what we want. We want a spruce field to add to the spruce fields that we have. Let's do, and it's going to be a full level 3. And let's turn it around. There's the entrance right there. So we can match the entrances up. And look how it's made. So it's actually made to do this. So let's come here and let's bring it down. Let's bring it over. And then let's bring it down. And this looks like where it is. Yes. So there it is. There's the double door, and they are overlapping. So this is a curious thing. They're overlapping here. What is that going to take away? Let me look at these two and see if they can overlap. So if they overlap, that's going to disappear from this house. And we're going to have some stuff on this side. Hold on for a second. Let me get a shovel for a minute. So this is actually here. So I have to open that so that I can see this. Let's take a shovel for a second. I just want to see what's right here in the other house. So yeah, so this comes to here. Yeah, so we don't want to, we're not going to get, I think I don't want them to overlap like that. So let's bring this one back out. Let's bring this out and have it be here. See where it would have to be in order for that to work? It has to be here. So if it's here like this, and we have these spaces right here, I think that's going to be okay. I think what I'll do is I'll join them together. I can join them together after it's done. I'm just a little concerned that I'm going to lose down here and look. I'm a little concerned that I'm going to lose. Is it closed again? Yeah, that I'm going to lose some things that are on the outside of the building right there that I could have on the inside of the new building. I can have those on the inside of the new building, and I'm good with that because all we have to do is stretch this across. It's a shame. It really does look like it overlaps, or at least comes to here. See? But that is an overlap. That overlaps the building and takes away these corners. Wow. And it only comes to here. That's the level 3. I think I want to try it. It's on Yanka's build. It's meant to be like that. So it overlaps in the same way the sugar farm overlaps. So let me come through and let me find the hut block first of all. Oh, there it is, the decoration piece. I think that's the decoration piece, so I don't have to worry about it. And I was just realizing that. Oh, we can put the lanterns in here too. Ooh. Okay. All right, so let's come here and let's do build a building. Assign a builder, and let's assign Maisie to work on this. And build a building. Okay, so I know it's going to tear down. I know it's going to tear down a portion of this part right here, but it's also going to build that portion too. So we'll build it up to the level 4. We'll build this building, the smaller building first, and the larger building last. So the larger buildings, pieces that are here will be in the smaller building, and that'll work. That works for me. So I think we're good. What do we have here? Let me see something here. I definitely don't want it to come up this far. I don't think we need this. See, this is where the land is right here. The building's built on this hill, so we don't necessarily need to have that, and we don't need it to come in this area here like this. We can bring it down one more and one more, and so why don't we do that on all the sides. And then here, let's bring this part down, which means this moves back, and there's enough room for the top building to be where it is, and for everything to be fine. Everything's all right now. Okay. And there we have it. And then this is going to be removed, and when it is, we're going to have, this is going to be deep back here, and we'll move the hill back afterwards. Hi, Polly. There's Polly. You can see Polly. Hi, sweetie. What you doing? Polly doesn't have anything on her. She's not gathering anything, but that's okay. That we know of. I mean, she might be putting stuff in her foraging. So she has this over here. Let's come down here and look and see where she is. She has a little, her little house is right over here. When this is a level 5, we'll have the fence go all the way back up to all the way up to the wall. I don't need to walk around. There it is, right here. So the courier might be picking up stuff from there. She might be actually putting stuff in there and the courier is picking it up. That's a possibility. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. The sun is reflecting in the window. Whoa. And look what it's doing. Oh my goodness. The sun's reflecting off the window of the cathedral. That is the hospital window in the cathedral that the sun's reflecting off of. And if we get closer, we can actually see that it is window there. But that was pretty wild. Yeah. Let's put in the road here. Now, a portion of this is going to go away because this is, in fact, the this building right here. And we'll see it when we start putting stuff down. And let's come here and let's look at what we can put down. So what if we don't have the drains in this section here? Oops, wrong piece. Let's come here and let's get the drain for a minute. What if this one right here is the last drain? We have a drain here, and on this side we have a drain here. So we're not going to have a drain at this section. And the sidewalk can walk around to theirs, but we would want to put in the full. Do I have any stone here somewhere? Let's see if I have some stone. Wow, all of this is this. So let me see. If I can't find any, I'll just get some out of the backpack. But I was looking to see how far. We have done almost no stone in this area. These sidewalks. And the problem is I think they don't recognize these sidewalks because they're just stone. See, they're not anything specific. And I think they would have to be, and let's come here. And one of the things that we started talking about was having them be smooth stone slabs, smooth stone, period. And so let's get smooth stone to use so that they'll begin to use it as the front door, for example, right here, and the sidewalk here and here. So we can begin to do it with places that we want. So see this right here, this is over too far. So let's take this one back and we'll put in sidewalk to here and put the drain here so they can get to the house. This is the house. And let's go ahead and do the front right here, walkway that leads down to these stairs. And I think those are halves and these are holes. That's correct. Okay. Yes. So let's go back to where we were for a minute. This is another one. And here. So this border around here is going to go away because we have sidewalk. And this is going to be sidewalk in this part right here in the same way that we have sidewalk right here. So how do I want to do this? If we just go ahead and have this whole section here be sidewalk. They have this part of the walkway here. And let's begin. And then this comes to here on this. This is in the wrong place. No, I don't know. We're not going to have that. We know. So now, hi Josiah, what you doing? You're going. Okay, so now let's do something about this street while everyone's working. And let's switch and let's go to Monster to Mermaid, because I have some of Anyanka's roads that I have modified to use in this area. There's a no drain long, and this is what we want here. So see that no drain long? I see that cow. We can put it under here and have it come out just like that. So it would be underneath all of this. This house is never going to be this big. But we do have that there. Dun, 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 dun. So McKenna is working. This house is never going to be this big. This is only going to be a level 3. What is holding up Cash? What's holding up Cash, do you think, from building what he's building? Let us put in this road, construct it, and let's look and see what just happened there. So let's X. Oh, we've got an onion. Ooh. So here is the actual road for this area. Now we have a problem here, Houston, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be okay because it's underneath, and when this goes up to the level 5, they'll just repair the fact that the prismarine piece will be missing from there. They'll repair it, but I actually like this part coming all the way underneath the way it does, and thank you, Anyanka, for making that possible. And what did I just see? I was just wondering what in the world Cash is doing with his life. So let's come over here and see what's happening here. Let's look here, and he's upgrading a residence, and he has everything that he needs, so he is working on it. Josiah finished the dining hall. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's working on this. Do you know what? I think that we stopped Josiah from working on that house over here, and so it never got finished. I would like Josiah to work on this farm. We could have Cash work on this house when he's done. Because, see, it's not. So the build options, the builder would be Cash. Upgrade the building. I want Cash to upgrade it when he gets done with the level 4 that he's working on. Because Josiah is going to be working on bringing up... dun, 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 this is done. Yay! It's so wonderful. This is done. And so we'll be able to now fix this area here permanently, but I don't want to do it until I get him started. That's Josiah, I just passed, on putting in a farm shed right here, and this is what we wanted. So look at that, Cash completed working just in time to start working on this building. When they're level 5s, they are fast. They are really fast. So let's come here. And it used to be that I would build them all up to level 5s really quickly, but I can't do that anymore. I guess I can still do it with the food system. I forgot about that fact. In the beginning, I thought I couldn't because they would want level 5 food, but they only want it through the housing. Interesting. So I'll keep that in mind. McKenna has finished working on one of the warehouse pieces that she was going to do. Oh, and she doesn't have anything to do. Okay, let's take 2 seconds and let's assign McKenna another thing to build over here. What do I have here? I don't need that, but those are things that should be in my backpack. So let's come here. We know that she still needed to work on, it's daytime, it's almost 6 o'clock at night. And there's McKenna. Hi. This is McKenna right
Great
here.
to see you.
You too. And so now she has this one done, and this one belongs to no one yet. And then the one that she's going to work on right here, this one is going to be Gregory's. So build options, McKenna, upgrade the building. And there we go. And she is going to finish the last one of these. And then we'll have to see, everything in this area is up to level 4. Oh, even the train station's level 4. I'm almost positive it is. Yes, it is. So we're not ready for level 5. So when she's done, if there aren't any other housing, oh, that's what she's going to do when she's done. Yes. That's what we're going to have her do. She's going to start working on these because these two aren't done yet. And so McKenna can do one. And if Maisie gets done with what she's doing, but isn't Maisie going to be making a farm up to a level 3? And she is. So McKenna is going to work on these. Build options, and the builder is going to be McKenna, upgrade the building. Why? Because Maisie is going to be working on that farm building and bringing it up to a level 3. So that's going to take several iterations for that building to get up to where it needs to be. And she hasn't started doing anything yet. So she's still working on this house right here. And you see the field is clean. So the field was harvested. And we'll put melons in this field. We'll start putting melons in the fields as the houses get upgraded for the summer. And now we can go and set this. So let's come here. And so what these are is to make sure that we put it in the right place. So let's go to Old English. Let's go to horticulture, to farm complex, to farm, and we want the lean-to farm level 5 so I can see what it looks like when it is complete. And let's turn it this way and put it right over those markers. So it needs to come one this way and down to here. So this is where we want it to be. And this is why we had to have it be done first. So see, it comes right up to the building right there like that. And that's what we want. And we can now have him build it. So let me see, is there a window? There's a window there. Is there another window? Is this across a window? No, it's not. Good. All right, that's just what I wanted to check. And so this is what it's ultimately going to look like. And what we will do is probably just add the piece, just make this come over. This building's come over on this building because there's more of this building than there is that. And we'll have it do that. So here it is. So let's go to assign a builder. And there is the farmer. And let's do build building, Josiah, build the building. So he's going to start building this. He's probably going to take away some things here. He's not going to take that away. So we can take this away for a minute. Let me put in this kind of sidewalk right here. let's just say that this is where they're going to walk up to it. So we'll put the sidewalk there. And we're not going to have, because the sidewalk is here, we're going to have a drain here and a drain and a drain one beyond that. So a drain here. There we go. And so from here, this is going to actually be, I think, street right to this part, because this is a farm right here. One over to there and one over to here. It doesn't look like it right at the moment, but it will be over to there. And why don't we go ahead and just make this whole insert here road, because this is a farm, and have it be like that. And then this, this is going to be, let's come here. Actually, let's put that there. And then let's come down here with the pickaxe and take this away in the middle of the night, because we can see it very easily. And we'll just go ahead. Are. All right, so let's come, actually we can just start here and take this, oops, and there it goes, and continue, and there we have this part. Okay, so where this entrance is here, we could go ahead and do the same thing here that we did with the other, and have the indentation of the road right there, and have this piece come around, and then we have this piece here. So we're not going to have the diorite in this part. That is actually antique, putting that in at the ends of these road pieces right here. So we'll take this off and come back and put the sidewalk in. And there we have it. Now, do we want sidewalk here? I don't think we do. I think we just want grass in here. I don't think I do. I don't know what I want here just yet, but we don't need this part. And if we want to, we could wait until the daytime and see what we want to do, but I think we're just going to put grass and maybe have it chopped down. Maybe have a place where it's being chopped down. We could do that. Is this lush? It is. So every time they keep taking that part and remaking it into something else. I think that's okay. I think we'll do it like this. The reason this hasn't changed into grass is because this is lush. I'm going to try changing it into grass right now by putting this here like this, and let's see if I can get this to be grass. Yeah, it's going to be different. That happens in yards sometimes, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? Boink. And there we have it. See, there's some green in that section. And if I wanted to, I could actually just have this be taken down like this. I guess walking over to this section. Just have that be there. Do the same with this. Take this to this part of the road. And have that be places where they walk on a regular basis. We could do that. Yes, we could. We could. I know there was a cow out. I remember seeing that cow. But Rudolph might have brought the cow back in. I don't see a cow wandering yet right now. And so yeah, there's Polly. You can see Polly in the field there. This one is a level 3 or 4. This is only a level 3. So here's another one that still needs to be brought up. And when it is, then this field will be harvested. And then when we put in a new field, we'll put in melons for the summer. And then in the midsummer, we'll probably put in pumpkins for the fall. But we'll put in melons to be there for the beginning of the season. She's growing. Now, what was it that Maximiliano needed? He actually needed so we're going to lose this tree. No, we're not. Look at that. We're actually not going to lose the tree. Yay. Okay. That's fine. It's probably going to get cut back the way it is on that side, and then when this is finished, then we can do the rest. Oh yeah, no, we knew he's going to take this part away. That's fine for both of those trees, and he's taking away the calcite in this area. And McKenna is now finished with the warehouses. So she's going to start working on the mystic site, the cathedral housing, and bring those up to a level 3. And since she's already finished with the warehouse, we're going to assign her the other mystic site housing for her to bring up. Right here. Did I do it already? I did. Okay. I did both of them, I think. Excellent. I did it already. Good. Oh my gosh. That was Cairo. Cairo just went into the nether. Oh my goodness, I haven't been paying attention to Cairo. Whoa. He just went into the nether. That's what that sound was. That's why I was freaked out. It's like, what was that? It was Cairo going into the nether. Expedition. He's hungry. This is not good. His armor's down. This is going to be a problem. Did he take enough food with him? I don't know. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for him when he comes back from this expedition. We're going to have to make sure that he takes some time off. I'm sorry about that. I hit the desk. That he takes some time off, that he gets some rest before he goes back but I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. We can't call him back. I don't think we can recall him. I'm afraid to do it and have it not work. Can I recall him? Yeah, see? So you can't recall them from the nether. Didn't respond. So we'll have to wait until... Hi, Luna. How are you? Luna is the Undertaker. And so we'll have to wait until he comes back and see if there's some announcement that he's back. Mallory, hello. This is Mallory in her summer wear. And there's Pedro, the doctor, in his
fine morning.
Summer wear, right there. And this is actually more like... Hi, Genesis. It's more like early... It's like late spring, early summer. I think I want it to be late spring, early summer. The Athens wear is really... If it gets really hot, the Athens... clothing is the lightest of all the clothing, and would be really nice for them to wear. There's Josie, that's Josie. And so we're still working on the road. I just wanted to check on what was going on with the builders. And the builders are fine. Notice we're not having a food problem. We have 3 dining halls without a food problem, and it really has to do with making sure that you have a dining hall that is equivalent to the housing, and it's better to have the dining halls first and then have the housing. So in the beginning, when you have the dining hall and the houses are just level 1 and the dining hall's level 1, to bring the dining hall up to a level 2 and the kitchen and the farms before you bring the housing up to level 2. And then you don't have the problems that people have. And she hasn't started working on this yet because she's still working on that house, which is fine. I open these doors. I can close them back for now. And there's McKenna. Wow, McKenna, you're so fast. McKenna's going to not have anything to do in a little bit. And if that turns out to be the case, I might have, and I think I am going to do that. Let's have Maisie stop working on this, cancel the upgrade. Let's come out here. Let's have Maisie right now. Let's have request pickup and have the stuff picked up that she ordered for working on this house. And then she's going to start working on the new building. On the new, we want to grow chickpeas, and so we need a new climate controlled greenhouse, and she's working on that. And let me check for a second right here. Sorry, I'm going to come over and put down the Akasha records for a minute. I don't have enough time right now to have a set of kids come in, because I like to be able to find their families, to make sure they're housed, and to do all that kind of stuff. And with 6, this is why we only have 6 at a time, because they'll grow up before their families are even found. So I'm not going to do anything. And so so now she started on that field. And because she has to grow that field up to a level 3, build that field up to a level 3. And McKenna is done practically with what she was working on. So she's going to start working on the farmhouse right there. And we're looking at trees coming down. I forgot about that tree right there. So I think this is the only tree that's going to come down. so we just need to actually, Mr. Villager, better than the last fourth. Yes, how are you? I'm good. To the bem. Et você? How are you? Como vai? How are you doing? And I'll show Mr. Villager. We'll just do a little overview of what we're doing. Maisie has started putting in a third field. So we have 2 fields here, and we're going to have a third field. And the fields are based off of the levels. So a level, so this is a level 4. So it can have 4 fields. And that's why there's all this space here, is what Anyanka said, which is true. That's why there's all this space here, so we can do this. You're just reading with Romeo? Cool. Reading stuff that you need for school, or just enjoyment reading? How's Romeo doing? And so so this is why there's so much space here, because we can have, and we're using one of 4 biome variations. Yes, it's gotten, where I am, it's been warm the last 48 hours. It's been up in the 80s. And so I decided to transition them to lighter clothing for this time. So just for pleasure? Cool. Okay. And so you can see that we're already doing soy and we're doing rice. And so the next thing we're going to do in this field that we're going to put back here, we're going to do chickpeas in that field. And so these 2 buildings are overlapping. I know that it's destroying this building, and what I said was that we are going to build this up to the level 3, and then this building can be repaired, or it can just be built to the level 5 and it'll be fine. I don't think that when this is a level 3, there will be entrances here that will match, and that'll be what we want. So we're good to go as far as that is concerned. The other thing, thank you, obrigado. And the other thing that we did was that the dining hall is done. This dining hall is done. So we can now have another farmer right here. And so we're looking at this right now. I don't think I have anyone to be a farmer. Carter is the head librarian. Amari is not interested. Her numbers are, Amari is actually our guest services, and we'll have guest services after we have this next set of children, which I want to do tomorrow on Twitch. We'll have guest services begin, but I can't have that many people off from work, and guest services has a lot of people off from work at one time. So we'll just have to wait to test it and see if it's working. So Amari and Cohen are guest services and the bartender, and Tatiana is the combat nurse who is teaching. She's the professor at the University Extension in the Town Hall Library, and Estella is the professor at the University Extension on the eastern shore of the river. And Nia is not sure what she wants to do, but she does not want to do this. And Wade is not interested in farming. He's a builder, so he is actually not interested in farming, and so that's something that so we don't have anybody. So that's one of the reasons why we want to have a kid. And let's come here, and we're going to have Josiah build this up to the full level 4 where everything else is. And I think Cash is working on this house right now. He started reworking on that house. And we were doing some things with this building. Since this is now a level 5, we can actually put umbrellas up at these tables and have it look like that. But I don't know how to do that just yet. I've forgotten how we've done it in the other places. And when we do umbrellas, I think the chairs are going to turn into benches, and I'd rather have benches. And let me see, remember we have, yeah, I think sitting outside, I'd rather that they were sitting on benches. And since this is all birch in this area, I think I would like to make these seats into birch seats like this. As that matches the building, and then we'll see what we'll do about the tables, because I really would like to have the table have an umbrella. And that separates that from this fountain. So I would almost rather not have a fountain. I would almost rather have a pool or have extra seating outside in this area. What do you think, Mr. Villager, if you're still here? I would kind of think I'm going to keep the treatment. This, who has some space for me? This place isn't finished yet, so I don't know whether the upstairs beds are in yet. Let me get rid of these and this, and let's go inside. Can we get upstairs yet? There's a torch here. Nope, we can't get upstairs yet. Okay, so there's not enough room here to sleep. So let's come down and wow. Let's see. So what I was asking was, what do you think of, what do you think? I think I don't want this fountain. I think I'm going to put in another set of seating right there. I would like the clothing to be lighter. So the medieval clothing is a little too heavy right now. It's warm, it's gotten warm. And so the clothing, the East Asian clothing is lighter clothing than the medieval. And so the two light clothings are medieval, Eastern Asian and ancient Athens. But it's not hot enough yet for ancient Athens. I think in August it will be, or after July, and we can do ancient Athens during that time. But for right now, that's why I'm doing it. I just want to change of clothes. Nordic extra heavy, medieval slightly heavy, Asian silk weight. Yes, exactly. And so that's what I'm doing. That's the way I like it. And the only thing, and I said this earlier, is just the loss of the diversity, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll just deal with it for right now. And let's come here and let's go to Monster to Mermaid. So while everyone else is working on what they're working on, we're going to work on this for a second. Although, since you're here, Mr. Villager, maybe I should go to that little town, that little village that's close by. Yeah, okay, then I will. I'm going to remove the fountain and just put more picnic tables in that area. And let's go to infrastructure. Nope. Let's go back here. Let's go to my infrastructure here. No drain, extra long. And so we're going to put in the next piece of road. Remember that little town that we were looking at? Let's bring this down, put this here. And there's the match coming along right here. And it's coming out beyond. Interesting. It's coming out to here. I think I'm going to bring it back. So we have it stepping down right here, and I think this is where I want it to step down. So we are going to put this in. Assign builder. No, not assign a builder. Let's go back. Uh-oh. Text. Ah, shoot. So we just lost it. Yeah, so remember beyond the border, there's that village right over here. We can practically see it. And there's that house on the hill right there. This part right here. If you want, we can work on this. Now I did do something to make it possible for the person to come down in this area, or to at least start coming down in this area. And I wanted them to go around, but there really isn't any way for them to get around well. I might have to go ahead and do something here to get them to be able to come down. Maybe they need to come down on this side. They do. I think they're going to need to come down on this side over here as opposed to this side. So I think we're going to make all of this go away. I thought this was going to lead down and they could come down here, but this is taking them too far away and it doesn't really go down. At least the other one reaches the ground. See right here? There isn't any way. It drops off into here. And we were down here looking. And we have this house. We definitely need something down here for them. Now we did use the dacite stone and block the waterfall so that the waterfall is right here. So you can see the waterfall and it falls into that area right there. So we did do that. But we could put people, I think they found their way out. I fixed it so that there wasn't a path here so that they wouldn't, oh, nope, I'm wrong. They're still here. I was trying to get them to come down, but there doesn't seem to, well, I'll have to use a boat and get them to come down right there. I would have to use a boat and get them to come down. So they're right here. And let's get a boat. They won't come, I don't think they'll come back up here again because of this location. Let's see. Okay, now you're going down. Come on, you want to go in, you want to get in the boat? Here's a boat. Let's see if they'll get in. If I can get them to get into the boat. There's one. Get the other one in. Go on. And there's the two of them. Okay. So how do I do this? Do I pull it? I forgot now. I think I can pull it. Do I need this in my other hand so we can see what we're doing? Yes, I can. Excellent. So we'll just pull this down here. And this should come down. Because it comes down very softly for them. That's the interesting thing. It actually comes down softly. See? They just land very easily. Okay, and I want to bring them here. Now, where did this water come from? Hold on. And we'll just have them get out. There's supposed to be a way for them to get up here. And there actually is. But we'll see if they see it. They're not going to come this way anymore, I don't think. I think they'd rather go this way, or are they still trying to go that other way? Let's see if I put some of this over here. This right here. Let's get this here. And put this in right here. Here we go. There we are. So that they can just come over to this section. Let's pull this back. Right in this spot. Put that in and have that be there. So they're not going up into this area anymore. Looks like a composting. Yeah, or considering how deep the cave is, it's they're doing mushrooms. So whatever it is, it's something for the community that they're doing here. Let me see what it says. It is definitely compost, and that is what they're working on. So, and then we got the boat, and the boat's good, and we hear it's raining. And so now I just want to figure out if I can get them to go this way to get up to the bell, so that if they want to go to the bell, they can. I can come here, 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 and here, and then they can come here, and they're up. So then they're up to the surface. And they can go wherever they went from here. And maybe it needs to be joined. Maybe this surface part needs to be joined, right? You might project something later. Scaffolding would be great to have. They have no issues walking around. They'll use scaffolding? Will they use scaffolding? Oh. Yeah. I wasn't sure they would. I know they'll use the stairs and stuff, but I wasn't sure that they'll walk up and they'll use that, but I wasn't sure about that. Oh, that would be great. I could use scaffolding down. The bell's right here. Here's where the bell is. And so if we wanted, we could do some sort of something. And I thought I was going to bring them this way, and I'm not. So I'm going to take these away and put the dacite back, because there's no way for them to get down from here. So we're just going to go ahead and replace this with the dacite grass that was in this area. So, and put the other side. I know I have all sorts of different grass growing everywhere. And so come this way through the berries. Let's take one of these berries away. We can grow more berries right here. And as a matter of fact, growing berries here might be okay because we don't want them to go over the edge. So they come this way, and then they can come down. Actually, do they need to come down behind? See right here, they can come down. We can make it so they can come all the way down with like stairs, and then come all the way down here if they wanted to. That would be really nice. There are berries here. That means we could grow, that's a tomato plant. That means that we could get berries from your people in this location. Be kind of really cool, wouldn't it? I like the idea of that. I definitely do. I'm going to say that berries grow like berries grow, because they can spread really fast. So we'll have them spread in this part. So if we wanted berries, we could come here and pick them. Arrange with you, Mr. Villager, so that we can come and pick berries in this section. So that was you might project something later. When projected for need, it works. Okay, and yeah, so let's just keep that there for a minute. Let's bring these two pieces up here. Boat, let's leave here in case we need to move people. And these two can go back down. So let's while it's raining, let's go to sleep. I think there are 3 people in here, but there are 4. There should be 4 beds in here now. And I'm going to put the lantern back where it belongs. And let's come here, and sure enough. So Josiah, I'm going to sleep in the bed next to Josiah. And there we go. Josiah's not, oh, he's up early. Ooh.
It's a fine day.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Okay, and then I'll close that door and come out. And so, well, let me go ahead and put this in the way I wanted to. So we'll go to Monster to Mermaid for my modified versions of Anyanka's Old English roads. And we're here. And let's come to here, here, and no drain extra long is what we want. And let's do it from this end so we can see that we only want it to come to here. Down right there, and there it is. And so this is the next part of the road here. So we'll put this in. Inspected. Oops, sorry, Alea. She's like, something happened. I know, I apologize. I was walking there. Yes, you were. I'm sorry. Sorry, I did do that. Okay, so let's come here and let's put, this has to be down below. So this part here, take this away. And the question is, yes, we do want it to come down because there's the road at that level. And going to get something to drink. Okay, I'm drinking juice. And let's put in the next set of road, and then we'll use the slab piece right here. But let's put the road in first, extra long. I'm not quite sure, actually. Ooh. I might have to check something here. I might have to check and see. So we're showing the sidewalk coming to that part. Let's bring it down. So the end of the road is right there. End of the sidewalk is right there on that side. But on this side, we can have the sidewalk come right to here, and there it is right there. So we actually need it to be right here like this, which means it's going to hang out over the edge of this. And I think we're gonna have to put some supports down in that section. So here where this is, we could bring the road over in here. And then this is definitely on the outside of that house. And so we might lose some of the road, which is why we didn't put the road in yet. See how much of this goes away when they build the level 5, but we're not going to build the level 5 for a little bit longer, and I'd almost rather have the road and repair it like real roads than have it be one of these things where there's no road there. Cash is done. Wow, yay. So this is a level 3 of this house, and this is as far as this house is going. The level 4 and 5 aren't going to work for what I want. And so we have one bed here, and then up here we have the master bedroom. And we usually use the level 3 like this, and we can either have a couch here so that it's not a bed, not one of these kinds of beds. Remember, this isn't going up. So we can have, oops, I took that down and there's no place to put it. So we won't have one for a moment until I figure out what I want to do. I could take this away and put in the nightstand. Let's put in this one. This actually looks nice. So we can put that in there, and then we can put a lantern on top. And there's a chair to sit by the fire. Now remember, this is advanced insulation. Yay! So we have now gotten up to level 4 on, I think it's, no, level 3 in the greenhouse. The climate controlled greenhouses. And we have it advanced insulation, and that is wonderful. Let's take this chair out and give them a chair. The question is, what kind of chair? Some of these chairs are too modern. There they are. So we do have these big high back chairs that we could use. Or we could go to sofa and use one of these. Could use a chair like this and sit it right here like that. And we could either make this into a couch. Vincentius Primus exploded. We could make this into a couch right here. And then if they wanted to, or we could make it into a couch the other way. Let's go back the other way. Let's put a bed there. Let's put a brown bed in for a second. And we could put up something there for it to be. We can't because of the way the house is. I'm fine with having that be a room right now. Here's what we can do. Here's definitely what we can do. We can take from right here and do paper panels. So white, paper extra. Let's do paper extra. Paper extra, XTRA. And that's not getting us what we want. This is paper extra here. And let's see if we can do this. We're going to make what is it? I'm distracted. And so if both of us are, if he's sneezing and I'm coughing, that means that we need some more juice and tea to deal with allergies. So let's come here and let's do wall. But the kind of wall we want to do is panel. Let's just do panel. But I don't necessarily want it. I would almost rather do the paneled frames just to get it to be the way I want, but I think I need oak for that. Let's do, or birch. We could do strip birch wood. And let's see. So if we do this, no, this, what's that? And this. Let's reverse it, strike that, reverse it. There we go. And now let's see. Let's take that away. And just make it this a room. Just have this be a room right here. And I think I would like to do that. And so it would be here like that. And then here, we could just have the couch just sit in this section right here and have it have a stool or something like that. And they're going upstairs to the bedroom that's up there. And I think that's good. Mr. Villager, since you're back, that's another thing that I wanted to ask. Are you on Discord yet? Let's come here. We'll take all of this away. This is all in the place now. Are you on Discord yet? That's my question, Mr. Villager. Are you on Discord yet? Let me go to mail. And let's go to Monster to Mermaid. And okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. So they can't use scaffolding, as in the scaffolding that is made out of bamboo. You're talking about putting in walkways that they could walk down using stairs, and that's fine. You won't believe it? I'll believe it. What do I believe? What do I not? Or what do I believe? Tell me what that is. We'll come here. Apparently it hasn't worked yet. I know. Because I just got another request from the fake guy, from the faker. I did. I got a request from the faker. And that's why I was actually asking, because I did get a request. On Discord from someone faking your account. That is just a pain. That really is. Let's take this away from here and put this one here so that they can walk to the sidewalk right there. And that's fine the way this one is. And that is good for right now. I can come up to here. I don't want this. So we're just going to put that in, and this part here. They can't use that part. They can use this. Worse is that you created another account with your email, and then they asked to verify your phone number later. Yeah. Actually, it was you with your new account, but they asked you to verify the phone number later. You already do everything you want. It was you with your new account? Okay. I'm really sorry about that. This is a cautionary tale, people. It really is a cautionary tale. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful. I have another friend also who is having a problem because of something that he did. And I don't know what he did, but he did something. Oh, I just made her place go away. I just made her forging place go away. I'm gonna put it up to here on here. And your only option is to disconnect and then ask for support. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm really sorry about that. Now we're going to have to put a road through this little piece right here because there's road over here. And we do have we have the drain on this side. I'm not going to have a drain on this side of this road. So we're just going to go ahead and have this piece come all the way over here for this part of the road. Especially because there is this farm shed right here. And here we'll build in real stairs. And we'll get that situated. And this has been a while, people, and this is the thing that you really have to be careful of, because it's going to take months. It's already taken months, hasn't it, Mr. Villager, since it happened? And it's just so unfortunate. It really is. And so this is a level 2. So we're going to do build options. The builder is going to be Josiah. He's going to bring it up to the full level 4, which will make it look like this one over here. This one right here. And that's what we're working towards. And I am over the 3-hour mark, but I'm gonna, since you're here, and the worst is that you can't even try to delete the newly created account. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know it's frustrating. And I'm sorry about that. All right, so we're going to go up to Josiah's room again. He's going to let me share a bed in his room since it's nighttime, and we'll get a nap. So I was talking.
See you tomorrow.
Hi. Okay. Thanks. So I was talking with Vincentius Primus, and it was one of these things. What do I do with the fact that, see, look, they have a smoker for meat that they're doing. I like that. What do I do with the fact that I have this place, and I would, oh wait, we didn't do this yet. Hold on. And I would like to, let's get this one and this one. Let's come here. Let's put this piece right here. And that goes down to sidewalk running along here. And we need, we could have a piece here. Can't really do anything on this side, but we could put a piece there for the fact that that's there. And then in the middle, we'll put this. Unless we went ahead at this point and took this away and matched it to this part right here. And why don't we do that? So let's put this here, this here. And then this is road right here. And then this is sidewalk. Well, let's just have it just be road here. Because see how this is road there? Let's have it just come down, wait, right to here. And then have this be sidewalk. Because there's a sidewalk. The sidewalk part. And this, oh no, I'm sorry, Josiah. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. It was an accident.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I am sorry. I am sorry. Okay, let's fill this part in and be careful of people walking, because that's what just happened there. I know I put in different cobble in that one spot. I'm actually okay with that right now. Kamari, what are you doing? Why? You can't get there from here. Why are you doing that? Oh, because this is closed. That's right. So let's take that away. And we don't need this. If we want to have that, I suppose we can have that part. But right here, we need a fence piece. Right here. For this one. And we can put that in right there. And I'm good with that. I don't know what I want to do here. I think I could take this way right here. And let's bring the fence and this part over. So let's, wait. Now you know, of course, they're going to make this go away, but I'm just going to put this here, and then we can have the gate come to here. See this part right here where this is? And just have this come here. I don't need that. I'd almost rather that it be like that for right now, so that she can get to this area by coming through here. And then we can plant, this is the place where we can plant melons. And right in here. And when this is a level 5, we will have the chickens come all the way back to this wall. So there won't be a walk around this part here. We don't need a walk there. And that'll work fine. And so now this is paved in this area and on this side as well. Good here. And then of course what's going to happen here is this is going to move back automatically. I'm almost positive it does. That we put this right up against, we put the house right up against this future wall. So this is going to push back one. And if it doesn't, then we'll push it back one right here and bring it all the way back into here, which is what we've been talking about. Putting it all the way back to where this farm is right here. So we'll have the fence come all the way into this area right here from here, which will be very fun to do. And there is, this is Cannon. This is what Cannon looks like in his spring clothes. We'll call this the silk's spring clothes. Here's Madeline, takes a little time off. She was fishing next to Dennis for a while, but they're just talking. Madeline was just asking Dennis how everything's going with their new house, because they moved in to the farmhouse where that just got upgraded to the level 4, and he's probably telling her, oh, hasn't been upgraded yet. That's the thing, this hasn't been upgraded yet. Hold on, let me look at something here. Cash is finished completing that building. This one's too far away. Josiah's finished, let me see if Josiah's finished the next part. No, he just started working on the farm. Maisie could work on this building if we, except we have her working on this. Dun 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 dun. This is what she's working on. And yes, I could have helped her, but I'm not right at this moment. And how much time do we have? We have about 10 minutes. Let's look and see. I want to keep this on me. I don't need these. Let's bring this up. I have these, so I don't need any of this. So let's come here. We do want to keep the stone slab, not andesite. We would want to keep stone slabs. So we'll let all of this go back. And then we can bring this down and this. But what we want is the excavator. Let's take the excavator and the hammer and let's push back. Let's push this back. So we're just really doing a massive pushback just in this section here because it's just way too close. So right here we want this part to come back. See how high this is? It's outrageously high. So I think we can get this area to just be a little bit less like a wall right here. And that's what we're going to look at. And that copper can stay in the ground. And then where's our other shovel? Right here. And that, you hit your head on the wall. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. So I'm bringing it out one away from the building. Bring this out, which means this will come down to here. This is one away from the building. She's doing it to there. And so we're doing it a little bit farther out. So this is actually the one down right here. And then we'll come into this area. What is she building? She's building a third field for the climate controlled greenhouse. So in here, right here, where we have the biome setting, it says 2 of 4 fields right there. And so using 1 of 4 biome variations. So we have hot and humid. The third biome variation we're going to do is hot and dry for chickpeas. And then we will have chickpeas, which is good because then we can have hummus, which is good. I like hummus. And so that's what she's working on. And while she is working on that, we'll be working on the hill behind. Let's come over here. So he's still down here. So Nikolai is sharing the house with Miriam, and Miriam's upstairs. And I'm going to share a bed in the house for right now so that we can actually get some rest. And now it is time to get up. They'll get up. Aye. Miriam's up first, but Kamari came rushing out. He's like, I'm late. I wasn't supposed to sleep in. That's what he's saying. And look at the rice. Dun da da da. We have rice. Yahoo! Now we don't have enough yet. This is our first field. And look at the soybeans. So we're going to be able to have soy sauce. And that means that with the rice, we'll be able to make sushi. We'll be able to make some things like that. That's going to be really amazing. And so, yes, so she is going to add a new field for this location, which is going to be very fun. Sit here for a minute. And there we go. All right, and this comes around to here. Let's take this part down. And then we have this row. We actually have 2 rows here. So this row is going to come all the way down. This one's is going to come down as well. I'm doing Minecraft. Now, when they needed one of those controller places the last time, that was actually made for them by the mechanic, which was really nice. And there we have that. And now we need one down from here. Oops. Whoop. We'll go through with that in a moment. 26. And then I'll fix the fact that those trees aren't reaching the ground. And there we have it. Discord team will kill you at some moment, but if you do it first. But if not, but not if you do it first. No, no, no. No, I mean, this just happens to people. That's why there are all sorts of protocols. That's why they try and help people and warn people, you know, about being careful and stuff. And it's one of those things too. Mr. Villager is pretty savvy, and so it's one of those things where it can happen to you. You know, you really have to be. Sometimes it can happen to you, and it happens less if you have some certain equipment and things that make it that they keep certain things from happening, certain scams and things from happening. That's kind of what you would have to look at when you're setting up your systems, when you're out browsing and looking at things, especially in places you've never been. And you really have to be careful about what people say to you when people ask you about something. Or if they say, you know, that you've got something missing, or if they say they want you to be involved in, and here, you can make money this way. You know, sometimes they're just collecting your information by enticing you with some sort of way to make money. And there it is, we can see it right there. The new farm, the new field, the new climate controlled field is almost in. Something's missing right there. So, oh, there needs to be a field. There's not a field there yet. See, these have fields. So that needs to have a field also. Oh, and Mr. Villager, look what we discovered that we can do. Look what we discovered we can do. Look at this. Watch this. Ta-da! The scarecrow can hold a lantern. Let's see if I have another one on me in my backpack. I don't. But the scarecrow can hold a lantern. Yeah, so we made all the other farms have the scarecrow hold a lantern. And it looks really fun. See? They're holding lanterns. I love it. All right, and that's me. That's me going away. That's me already getting to, yeah, the scarecrow can hold a lantern. So we gave all the scarecrows lanterns in these fields. And it's really fun. See, they're holding lanterns. And it's so funny too, because I think that someone was saying just recently that they wished that the scarecrow could hold a lantern. And then there it is. Whoomp, I believe is the word. There it is. That's so wild. You need to see that again? Okay. I just took away 2 lanterns. Lantern, L-A-N-T, and 1, 2. And let's come back here. So see in the field, the lantern, they're holding the lantern. And right here. And so we're going to come up to, let me see, I think these are all holding lanterns. Yes, so we're going to go to the greenhouse and get that other field. We're not growing we're not growing peas, we're not growing mushrooms, we're not growing kelp. We're growing everything else. We still have to import berries, but watch, Mr. Villager. So see, I have a lantern in my hand, and if I click, see, now he's holding a lantern, and I have 1 less lantern. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that cool? I know. I know. And a part of me is going, how long has that been there? How long has that been there? Good gracious sakes alive. Because, yep, he is holding it. And there she goes. And you can see her building. See, she's building the level 1. And then she'll build it up to a level 3. It's a field. So it's a decoration. But yeah, that's what I thought too. That's exactly what I thought. Let me pick this up. Let's pick that up. So I have a lantern. Let me pick that one up. We have an extra for that. Because some of these lanterns they made. And so if I'm taking lanterns away, I have to give them back to them. Now Miriam is spending, let's see where Nikolai is. Miriam loves being in the rice field. And everything seems to be good. And so I'm going to stop here because I'm starting to fall asleep. So thank you, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. So we're going to have 3 climate-controlled fields for the greenhouse. You got to see a bit of the development they were doing on these waterlogged farmlands, but it's so cool to see it in the game. Yes, you did. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I'm glad. Isn't that fun? And so, yeah, so Mr. Villager talking about the development of those new fields, and that's wonderful. So yes, they're not only in the world, they are working really nicely. And we also did the warehouse again today, and it works flawlessly. It works really well. I haven't figured out how to do the domum yet. I'll have to figure that out. But other than that, it's been good. Thanks for being in chat. Enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And we've been listening to Vincentius Primus. We've been listening to him all through today's stream. He's doing the background music, and he's also doing the intro and the outro music. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.